And I want to thank the King Khalid Foundation for giving us this fabulous opportunity. There's a famous saying that says, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And you can have the best CSR strategy in the world, but definitely if you do not foster a culture in which you create that clarity and you engrave it within the DNA of your employees, it's not going to be sustainable and happens. And we are at Cisco, we're very proud of our CSR policy. And if I could show you that it starts and begins with our badge. So currently within Cisco, every employee proudly carries his badge. And the first thing that it says about it is doing good for the world. And this is, we ask ourselves in every little piece that we do within the company and within the country. We do have also a very nice decision tree for the employees, because doing good for the world and doing it in an ethical fashion goes hand in hand. And definitely the first questions we ask ourselves every day we wake up in the morning, is it legal? Is it within policy? And does it do good for the world? So these are the three most critical questions that we ask. But all in all, it has to be sustained by a very engraved policy in which it creates that clarity and it entices and motivates employees. So we do have also a matching principle. So for every hour or every dollar or every riyal our employees donate and give back, we do match it within Cisco. So these are some of the few examples that we have when it comes to governance and policy, and really fostering a culture when it comes to CSR to help our employees move from compliance to commitment. So thank you so much for that.
Sorry, I have a small question, and thanks for the nice introduction. However, all the initiatives which you stated is related to the internal employees. What is your strategy in terms of CSR towards the external, the community, the people in the countries which you are based in?
Beautiful. So we believe that innovation and differentiation starts in three folds. One thing, you can build it in-house, you can acquire some innovation, or you can partner. So specifically with regards to partnerships, we're very proud that from an economic perspective, 99% of our business in Saudi Arabia is done through partners. And we do reward partners on the business engagement, but we also give them some preference for doing good in the world. So just in terms of giving you a few numbers, we were very proud that since inception in 1997, we have helped business partners, local partners, establish businesses that created more than 5,000 jobs of knowledge workers. So that's a concrete number. Also, in addition, we've partnered with those 600 partners that have established those 5,000 jobs to partner with agencies like the TVTC, the universities. And since inception, we have more than 90 networking academies that have graduated and touched lives of more than 60,000 students, out of which 33% are females. And the majority of those population that have graduated have been working within our partner community and our customer community. So those are just some hard numbers for you. Thank you. Any other questions?
If there's no more questions from the audience, I have a question here. This is incredibly impressive, so congratulations on your work. What would you say for the participants in the audience, and what sort of advice would you give them if they're just starting on their journey towards good governance? If they're currently, what would be the first logical step in this direction to start towards where you are now?
The first rule of the thumb, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. So you can see a lot of benchmarks within your industry about market leaders. So for example, Cisco, for 7 years in a row, we have won the most ethical business in the world, and we have also won a few times the best places to work. So definitely look for market leaders within your industry and try basically not to reinvent the wheel by taking these pieces. The second piece is by creating a culture of clarity. If that policy is filled with a lot of jargon and it's not very clear and sustainable and resonate well within your employee base, make sure that it creates to them that level of clarity. So those are the two tips that I would give.